Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to some more Jackson Browne. It's been a while since we've listened to him on the channel, but if you haven't already, I would highly encourage you guys to check out my first time ever listening to Jackson. I listened to the entirety of Running on Empty, and that album is a masterpiece, absolute 10 out of 10. And the thing is, he uses so many different instruments, so many different genres and styles of influence to craft that album. Is remarkable, and for me, it just makes for an extremely exciting and dynamic listen. So today, in that spirit, we're going to be checking out two more of his songs, the first being The Pretender and second, For Everyman. Before we jump into this, a huge thanks goes to Timothy the Wise for requesting this. Thank you, Timothy, and thank you for bringing some Jackson Browne back to the channel. But now, let's jump into it.
I'm gonna rid myself a house in the shade of the freeway.
Already the bass in his voice, the
pack my
piano.
lunch in the morning and go to work each day. And when the evening rolls around,
There's the beat now.
I'll go on home and lay my body down.
Reminds me of Neil Young, Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel.
Streaming in, I'll get up and do it again.
Oh yeah, come on.
Amen. Say it again. Amen.
Wow.
I wanna know what became of the changes we waited for love to bring. Were they only the fitful dreams of some greater awakening? I've been aware of the time going by. They say in the end it's the wink of an eye. And when the morning light comes streaming in, you'll get up and do it again. Amen. Caught between the longing for love and the struggle for the legal tender.
So this is the chorus. I thought the previous section was the chorus.
Where the sirens sing and the church bells ring and the junk man pounds his fender.
Or do I have it backwards now? This feels more intense.
Veterans dream of the fight, fast asleep at the traffic light.
This melody, man.
And the children solemnly wait for the ice cream vendor. Out into the cool of the evening strolls the pretender.
Oh my god, dude. See, and now the thing is, like, now since I listened to Jackson Browne, we've also listened to a lot more of Billy Joel, so it's becoming a little bit harder for me to not hear Billy within Jackson's voice. I guess I could also say the same thing about hearing Jackson in Billy's voice. But it also has to do with the style of lyrics and structure of these songs. So there's definite parallels there. Oh, it's so encouraging. I really love Jackson Browne.
Out into the cool of the evening strolls the pretender.
Notice how the dynamics are all pulled down now.
He knows that all his hopes and dreams begin and end there.
Layering here.
And
This song is so good.
While the ships bearing their dreams sail out of sight, I'm gonna find myself a girl who can show me.
And then in these moments when it gets pulled back down again, I am so reminded of Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. There's so many times where the entire band kicks in with Bruce. It gets intense. They get loud. The lyrics become larger than life. And then everything gets pulled back down. And then Bruce will start narrating to you in that quiet ambiance. He's pulled you in more. It's the same vibe that I get with Jackson in this moment.
I'm gonna find myself a girl who can show me what laughter means, and we'll fill in the missing colors in each other's paint by number dreams. And then we'll put
they had paint by numbers then?
on,
I guess it's been a thing for a while.
we'll make love until our strength is gone. And when the morning light comes streaming in, we'll get up and do it again. Get it up again. I'm gonna be a happy idiot and struggle for the legal tender.
A happy idiot. I love those lyrics.
Where the elves take aim and lay their claim to the heart and the soul of the spender, and believe in whatever may lie in those things that money can buy. Oh, true love could have been a contender.
Oh, nice.
Are you there? Say a prayer for the pretender who started out so young and strong, only to surrender. Say a prayer for the pretender.
Yeah, man.
Are you there for the pretender? Say a prayer for the pretender. Are you there for the pretender? Are you there for the pretender?
Dude, see, this is what sets Jackson Browne apart, though, because this whole song is just littered with poetic goodies in the lyrics, with instrumental goodies and melodies, because there's just so many instruments that carry melody in these songs. Then his vocal delivery is always to die for. If you like the voices of Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, then you're naturally, I think, gonna like Jackson Browne's voice. At least that's the way I feel about it. Oh man, this is just, it's such a complete experience. And even though you can like remember melodically what happens from like chorus to chorus and the vibe of the verses is consistent enough, the way that he subdivides even the syllabic delivery changes from moment to moment. Where the emphasis hits from the drums changes with each iteration. It's a dynamic listen even though the overall structure is familiar, which makes every single moment feel novel even though there's still like patterns that one can recognize. I love that aspect of his songwriting. To me, that makes him an extremely unpredictable songwriter. Just composition alone, he deserves a medal for that. And we can even talk about the lyrics here, this idea of being a pretender in one's own life. There's no good outcome to just not being yourself and not fully following every single dream that you have within you, because the moment you start to minimize yourself and squander the potential that you have within is when you lose a bit of your human experience. You've all of a sudden muted who you are in favor of what's familiar or comfortable. Maybe you're doing it out of fear or shame or guilt. And in my opinion, these are all motivators, yes, but for the wrong reasons. Fear should not be a driver for us. Circumstance should not restrict us. It can make things harder for us, but that's just it. Life is hard, and we push through, we continue. I feel like pretending, it's like a shortcut that brings you nowhere. It just keeps you stuck. Whereas the hard work that you do to like bring yourself into the future that you would like to see for yourself, it is hard, but when you get good at doing the hard thing, it becomes easier. Does that make sense? And I guess it's easy too to have that fervor, that energy in youth versus like in your later years where people have gone through more trials and tribulations, may be more jaded or just have less energy and their circumstances are harder. But I still have the optimistic view that it is always possible to shift away from being the pretender and just being the person that you are. Dude, I love Jackson Browne. I will react to as much of Jackson as you guys want.
Everybody I talk to is ready to leave with the light of the morning. They've seen the end coming down long enough to believe that they've heard their last warning. Standing alone, each has his own ticket in his hand. And as the evening descends, I sit thinking about every man. Seems like I've always been looking for some other place.
Another really nice melody. Listen to the textures and the acoustic electric guitars. And even the piano and bass. Piano in your left headphone, the bass below.
Well thought out schemes to gain the motherland have all eventually come down to waiting for every man. Waiting here for every man. Make it on your own if you think you can. If you see somewhere to go, I understand. Waiting here for every man. Don't ask me if you'll show.
Oh, wow.
Baby, I don't know.
Wow, man. It is so satisfying to hear. Because even though you know that hit is coming, boy, does it deliver. And lead acoustic. And just notice all the while with this lead acoustic here, we have an organ in our left, we have still strumming in our right, bass and drums in the middle and below. The mix is always so populous with Jackson. It's like you have to pay attention to like 3 or 4 melodies at once.
Make it on your own if you think you can. Somewhere later on you'll have to take a stand, and you're gonna need a hand. Everybody's just waiting to hear from the one.
It's like you have to kind of bring yourself out of inaction into action if you hope to also receive a helping hand, because It's easy to be passive and expect somebody else to act first, but there's a bystander effect for a reason. So often the collective don't act. Everybody stays silent because they assume somebody else is going to speak up first. Nobody does. Time passes, nothing gets changed. And then you're like left wondering, like, why didn't I do it? Why didn't somebody else do it? It should have been, it should have been you. If you thought of it, you should have brought it up, You could have been that helping hand.
And you're gonna need a hand. Everybody's just waiting to hear from the one who can give them the answers and lead them back to that place in the warmth of the sun where sweet childhood still dances.
This is some kind of heaven, basically.
And hold out that strong but gentle father's hand. Long ago I heard someone say something about everyman. Waiting here for every man. Make it on your own, make it if you think you can. Somewhere to go, I understand. I'm not trying to tell you that I've seen the plan. Turn and
you do the electric guitar now?
If you think I am, but don't think too badly of one who's left holding.
Dude, the handing off of the baton between these instruments too.
Just another
cross composition,
dreaming about every man.
Just another dreamer. Oh, I'm gushing over here. This is so phenomenally good. Oh my god, it's building, bro. It's building. Oh. Oh, it's so good. Oh my lord. Unbelievable. Jackson Browne, man. We gotta listen to more Jackson Browne on the channel, guys. Lord. His compositions are so full. Like, I think I literally remember saying this verbatim during my Running on Empty reaction, but each and every single one of these songs are just its own journey. They carry so much individual identity that you don't even need to listen to a full album to appreciate how much musical expertise Jackson has. And the fact that you get 10 songs like that stringed together back to back in an album, it's like unimaginable. Like, how do you have that much goodness packed in to every single bite of this album, of a Jackson Browne album, or even song for that matter? It's like every single moment there's like 5 different things to pay attention to, and even if you don't and you fixate on one element, that's okay because it's still gonna sound amazing. Like, pretty much every single moment you listen to a Jackson Browne song, you're in the best moment of that song. Man, that is good. I don't even know which of these two were my favorite, which was my favorite today. Because that ending for Everyman was so good. It was a lot less lyrically verbose as compared to The Pretender. There's a lot going on in The Pretender. I think there was even more going on in The Pretender in terms of instrumentation. I'll probably give it to The Pretender, but I think like that last minute and a half section for Everyman really put it close, within striking distance. Like that whole build up in the drums to that really clean release, just such a cathartic moment as I listen. Man, I don't even know what I can say. I feel like I'm at a loss for words right now. Oh. You know, I've said this about the Grateful Dead, but when you listen to the Grateful Dead, I even now say this about Jackson Browne, you often have to pay attention to like 5 simultaneous melodies and rhythms to make sense of what you're hearing in any given moment. It's sort of like a continuous stream of musical consciousness. And if you were to like try to grab a stream of flowing water, what would happen? The water would simply move around you. You wouldn't be able to change the overall shape of that flow. You're just there to observe it, and if you engage with it in any way, it'll just kind of move around you. That's almost like the equivalent of when I listen to Jackson Browne here. As I'm listening through and picking up on certain elements that speak to me, everything else is washing around me, making its way by, as if you're like in a crowded street walking by people and you're kind of going against the grain. Well, they're still going to find their way past you. It may be a little bit bumpy, and there's going to be like ups and downs, and you don't know where that journey is going to take you necessarily, but it will take you to some place. And usually with Jackson Browne, that place is pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. This was a really fun double reaction today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and want to request a reaction yourself, please hit the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.